Hello everyone, we are back on live. We should see the chat here. Oh yeah, we see the chat here. Should we change the color? I think we should change the color to black for the chat. Let me check. Video, what happened to A6? I wish I could tell you. But the thing is, this engine is still being worked on, so once we get the engine, we have most of the parts. Uh, the one thing the one thing we are not sure of are the head bolts. We haven't been able to find them yet, not even from overseas, unfortunately. So head bolts are sort of unsure right now. We're unsure where we're gonna get them from. Volume low. Okay, I cannot edit the chat. I don't know why, but I hope it's readable in gray. If I move here, I think it's better readable. पढ़ने आ रही है ना? Still, yeah. Okay, so the chat is readable. Let's see what all questions we get. A6 की video लाओ. A6. I know. That's what I'm saying. The video will come next week. We will get the engine this week, probably by day after tomorrow or so. Once we get the engine, we will put up a video of putting the engine back together at least. But we haven't still got the head bolts, unfortunately, so I'm not sure if we are going to get the head bolts this week or not. Head bolts are really crucial because the head bolts which are used currently, which we removed from the car, they have been used twice or thrice now. So we will need new head bolts for sure, but again the chat is going really quickly. Thank you so much for everyone who is here, everyone who has joined, and everyone who is asking the questions. From Oven Fresh, KCAS routers. Hello from Oven Fresh. Yo, volume low. I hope the volume is fixed now. How much would full restoration on Mark 1 VRS cost? It depends on how bad it is, but a full restoration, the definition for full restoration is different for most workshops. A full restoration in my books would be to gut the entire car, recoat the entire car, and then put brand new parts on it, so it can set you back 15 to 20 lakhs. Or if you just revamp it from the outside, just do the exterior bits, it should not cost you more than 6-7 lakhs. But yeah, the definition for full restoration is different for different people. So wide body kit on Audi? Nope, no wide body kit on Audi. We will just put a Matrix S-line kit on it. We won't do a wide body kit. Video कब आ रहा है भाई? Video will come out next week because we will work on the engine this week, because we will get the engine this week. What is your take on buying a Civic 1.8 FD and K24 swapping? You know, there is a guy in Mumbai who is doing it. Cheats Customs is doing it in Mumbai. So watch his videos and you will know more about what all it takes. But yeah, K24 swapping anything sounds like a good. How much budget for 2.5 TFSI LoRa? I think I answered this in the previous video. If you're planning for a 2.5 TFSI on the LoRa, you should have at least 10 to 12 lakhs in your pockets. That is just for procuring the parts. Beyond that, fabrication wise, you can spend whatever you want, but by fabrication I mean getting the proper exhaust system, getting intake systems for it, like custom fabricated and stuff. You can spend endless amounts on that, but 10 to 12 lakhs is the minimum you require, and I think under 20 lakhs it should be done. Should I buy Fronks for stage tune? Fronks, people are actually really doing great stuff with the Fronks, but like tuning wise, I mean, it looks cool, the car looks cool, it has a decent engine as well, but tuning wise I'm not sure if it has the potential to like have reliability and power as well. So like get the Fronks, it is good, make it, you know, aesthetically pleasing, but tuning wise I'm not so sure about that engine. It does take a stage 1 tune pretty easily, it's not like it cannot handle it, it can, but long term I don't know. Good turbo for 1.8 TSI stage 3. There are so many turbos out there, man, but like just get a HPA KO4. That should be good enough for almost all of your applications. Can a LoRa 1.8 TSI engine fit in a 2016 Rapid MPH IC? Yes, it can. It can. Virtus GT Plus Sport manual transmission 1.5 at 19 lakhs. Worth it? The question of being worth it is really subjective. Some people might say that it is, some might not consider it, because if you're open to used cars for 19.5 lakhs, you can get a lot more car for your money. You can get like an A4 or an A3, the newer ones, 2018, 2019 ones. So if you're open to that, I think it's better bang for your buck. But if you're just open to new cars, a Virtus GT 1.5 manual sounds great. At 19.5 lakhs, unfortunately, the thing is, it doesn't matter if it's worth it or not. Cars these days are inflated to that price. So the cars like Verna and all that you would get for 10, 12 lakhs, like not even 5 years ago, like 8 or 9 years ago, you get those at 19 and 20 lakhs. That is inflation. So if you compare it from the yesteryears, it might not sound like it's worth it, but that is the situation right now. The inflation has reached that point that it's worth it now at like 19, 20 lakhs. Who is Prerak equivalent for YouTube for Hyundai cars? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. HPA, what company it I was willing for? Boggs Wagner. So Boggs Wagner is like the OEM brand, right? If you get OEM KO4s, it is limited to I think 280 horsepower for your 1.8 TSI LoRa. So if you like, it is a good turbo to go for if you're going for OEM as well, but just know that it is limited to 280 HP. You cannot push more than that, and you'll get the same amount of turbo lag. So check out theminiature.in, guys. Streamlabs is suggesting you check out my website to get cool cars. I have my inventory kept here. You know, we are at the office right now. We are at our editor's den, and I have my inventory kept here. So if you wanna look at my inventory of the miniature. Bro, is it worth getting a second-hand steering for an A6? And did you do it for yours? Yes, in my second episode, you can see that I bought a used steering rack. Unfortunately, even that used steering rack had some minor problem with it. The bearing is making some noise. Luckily, that bearing is available, but it is something that I was not ready to do, but okay, we'll rebuild it. So anytime you get a used steering rack, just ask the wrecker or the breaker, whoever is providing it, to show you a stock scan of the vehicle. If the scan says any fault in the steering rack, don't buy it, number one. Number two, they are very specific with part numbers. So do your own proper research, because what happened with my A6 was, the previous owner had already bought a steering rack and they had installed it, but it was the incorrect part number. No matter what you did, it would not get coded to the car. So I did some research, some basic level research, and I figured out what was needed for my A6, what exact part number was. I found out that part number, I asked some people, and we found one in Doraha. So we got that steering rack, and when we installed it, it did not even need coding, it just worked right away. So just get the correct part number and it will be fine. Hi Prerak, I have blah 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 Jetta 2017 blah 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 blah, and do you know how to do it? Everyone blah, blah. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll show you a video. I actually unlocked Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for a Jetta stereo just recently. Just watch this video. Is it visible? Should be visible, yeah. See, this is the MIB2 out of a Jetta, and I have enabled Apple CarPlay in it. The Bluetooth wasn't working, so I fixed the Bluetooth on it as well, and I enabled the voice and stuff. Even it could be updated to a newer software, but the radio wasn't supporting it. So your question is without soldering, if it needs soldering or not. It does not require soldering. You can contact me on that red cells. You can send the head unit over, and I can unlock all of that for you. How much should I pay for 2021 Polo GT TSI under 40,000 kilometers stock? 2021 1 liter TSI probably. GT TSI means it's an automatic, so they will charge slightly more being an automatic, even though it's not a better deal. But I think it should be for 6.5 to 7 maximum. 6.5, I guess. Is there any mechanical differences between F30 pre-LCI and LCI? Mechanical differences, I don't think so. Most of the LCIs just have electronic differences like facelifts and stuff. So I don't think there are any major mechanical differences. Do you do audio mods? Would you prefer OEM RCD or similar units rather than aftermarket ones if they advertise better audio quality? Ask me your personal preference. I'll tell you what, I am a bit of an audiophile. I am an audiophile to the level where it does not require aftermarket alterations. So I get the best audio that I can from OEM. Like if there is a better head unit out there which is OEM, I'll get that instead of going aftermarket. So RCD, it doesn't have the best audio quality. RCD 330, which only had Bluetooth, no Apple CarPlay, that was made by Harman Kardon, and it had a great audio. It had a great audio output. RCD 340 has slightly worse audio output than the 330, but the MIB2, it is made for an 8-speaker output, so it's great. So yes, I prefer OEM. I don't go aftermarket, so I'm an audiophile to just that extent. Is M340 worth the price in India? Again, subjective. What do you consider worth your money? But a used M340, I guess, yes, it's worth it. You can do bonkers amounts of things on it. I think the M340i is becoming the new LoRa for tuner people. People are just going bonkers with the worth the hype in India. Is M340i worth the hype in India? Again, it is becoming the new LoRa. So if 10 years ago you would ask, is LoRa worth the hype in India? You're asking the same question, is M340i worth the hype in India? It's just starting off right now. It has only been like, what, 4 or 5 years since the M340i has been on the market, and already people are going bonkers with it. So, and people haven't even scratched the surface of 1000 horsepower. That car is so much more capable than what people are doing it in India. But unfortunately, that car has taken some lives overseas and even in India. So you have to be responsible with them. Will you buy M340i? I won't. Nope. I won't buy the M340i. Virtus GT or Taygun GT manual, which is better in terms of driving dynamics, blah blah blah. Driving dynamics are almost same for Virtus and Taygun. The suspension geometry is mostly the same. It's just that Taygun has a higher center of gravity, so it has a little bit more of a roll. So Virtus is slightly better in that aspect, but overall these cars are not really stable. If you think that you're getting a Volkswagen when you buy a Virtus or a Taygun, unfortunately you're getting a really toned down version of those cars. So many questions, damn. Okay, I cannot keep up. Please tell me what to do in my Virtus GT as the first tune. Before you think of tuning it, get its suspension sorted, like get Bilsteins or something, get a better suspension system, get better tires, get better brakes. Once you have all of that, then tune your car. But yeah, go for a stage 2 on your Virtus if it's a 1 liter, and if it's a 1.5, you need a new ECU. So get an ECU from overseas. And wow, there are so many questions rolling in. Let me ask some of the questions today, okay? What is the general age of the audience right now? We have like 60-65 viewers. What is the general age of the viewers? I want to know. What is your age? Type it in the comments. – 18, 19, 26, 20, 24, 18, 18, 26, 28, 25, 23, 19. Okay, so the audience is of my age only, it seems. 69, Vinay Rathod. 69, 190. Wow, someone is 190. So I'm assuming most of you have cars, I think, at like 20, 20. Most of you must have cars. What are the cars that you all are driving? I want to know. What cars are you driving? Most of you are like 20 and above. Love from HP. Thank you so much. I'm 24. What's your age? I will turn 24 this year. I'm 23. Planning to get LoRa. Virtus, you're driving a Virtus i20 A6. Nice. Endeavor 2021 went to TDI. No video today. Unfortunately, no. We are in the process of making a video. We will work on it this week. W204C200. Nice. Polo 1.6 TDI. Vento 1.5 TDI. Fortuner, Krista, Hyundai Eon. Very nice. Can we install rear AC vents in 1.2 TSI? Yes, you can. You need a lot of parts for it. Best to get a wrecked car which has those vents and just replace all of those parts. Is Laura good? Is my Laura good, or Laura in general is good? A good decision to buy? I don't know what you're asking. Okay, so I know what cars you all drive now. I want to know, what is your like attainable dream car? What would you think? What would you consider an attainable dream car of yours that you would get in the upcoming 5 or like 10 years? An attainable dream car. I'm not saying like Koenigsegg, Bugatti and all. Obviously those are something that everyone wants, but like an attainable dream car. What is yours? M340i, M4, F82. Okay, spoily. He's sitting right here and he's answering. Octavia VRS 230. Hindustan Motors Ambassador. Next video when it will come on Sunday. M3 VRS Supra. Okay, wow. BMW M2 manual. That is a great one. M2 manual. Yaris GR. Do we have the Yaris GR in India? I don't think they launched it. M4, M340i, 245 VRS, Octavia, VRS 230, Toyota Century, Seltos, Kodiak. Kodiak is a great car. M5, Yaris GR. Stealing Polo 4771 is on the list. Okay. That car is hibernating. 5 years Octavia, 10 years M340i. G63. Okay. G63. CLA 200 RS3. Unfortunately, we didn't get the RS3 in India, or that inline 5 engine. And that's very unfortunate. We should have got that engine. VRS 250 DQ? 250? What? S5. There is an S5 on sale, it's for like 22 lakhs. A 2016 S5, I think. S5 in 6 years. First gen Scorpio. Kizashi. I'm thinking that we should get a Kizashi just for project car, Please, how much should I pay for Ford Aspire 2016 100K driven TDI base model in NCR? 2016 is about to get expired there. I'm not sure what price those cars go for, but if it's 100K driven, don't buy it. Golf GTI. Do you all think the Golf GTI is worth the money, like 60-65 lakhs? Do you think it's worth the money? Your A6 after turning it into an S. Sure, I'll put it up on sale here. Brother, is it possible to swap 1KD to Innova? I'm not sure, bro. But the Malaysians or the people in Thailand must have already done it, so refer them. Nope. It's not worth it. Right? It's not worth the 60-65 lakh price tag. Hey Prerak, how is the Laura doing? It's doing great. I'm thinking that once I'm done with the A6, I'll rebuild the engine of the Laura as well. Before I go for the 2.5, I will rebuild it entirely so that I can drive it peacefully for a while. Is the mechanical components from Bilstein iBack similar for Virtus Trigon, or do they differ? What are you asking? If they are similar for what? Is mechanical components from Bilstein iBack similar for the Virtus and Taigun, or do they differ? Okay. They are similar. I'm not sure if the suspension composition is really different from Virtus to the Taigun. I think the spring and the spring rate might be different, but other than that, there are not many differences. My dream car is RS6 station wagon. The RS6 was only available in the station wagon. It is a great car. I think it has the V8 twin turbo. Great potential of that engine. Is Skoda Rapid 2017 to 2021 a good car? It is a really old platform now. So if you are considering a Rapid, a Polo or something, it's really old. Don't go for those. Look for Virtuses and all. You'll have a much more broader avenue where you can modify for like endless amount of time. So Skoda Octavia Combi 1.9. VRS is on sale. A Skoda Octavia VRS. Can we swap manual Vento gearbox to automatic without any issue? Bro, without any issue, depends on who you get it done from, because it's not a very complicated thing to do. Depends on who you get it done from. So many questions, damn. I'm not able to keep up with the questions. Did you like the Fiat Punto when it was new? Yes, I did. I loved the Fiat Punto. A friend of mine was like, I want to pick up a project car. What do you recommend? What can you work on? I was like, get a Fiat Punto and we'll work on it. We'll put so many stuff with so many things on it. Good to know. Why don't you swap the 1.8 in the LoRa with the 2 till you can get the 2.5? The reason for not going with the 2.0 right now is, the thing is, as soon as I put a 2.0 in it, it will become illegal. The car will become illegal, so it will be slightly shady. क्या है? Discord server subreddit like Team PHP. I don't know. We'll plan. I was planning it, when I used to have. But wait, where was I? I was on a question. Yeah, why don't I put a 2.0 in the LoRa? Because the thing is, as soon as I put a 2.0, it will become illegal. It will be a grey car. So, like, not a white or a black in terms of legality, it will be grey as soon as I do that. So, what I wish to do is, I wish to rebuild the 1.8. It has a decent amount of potential. It's not like the 2.0 has a lot of potential. The only advantage there is that I'll have less turbo lag with the KO4. So I'll rebuild this 1.8. My car will stay legal. It will be with the stock engine. And when I go for a 2.5, it is worth going illegal for. The 2.5 is worth that hassle. So that is why I don't wish to go for the 2.0 right now. Do you want to see a mod that I got for the A6? It will enable us to get like 500 HP from that car. If you want to see that, just spam yes. So I'll show it to you. And I'll also explain. Start a Discord server. Okay, I'll come to this question now. The thing is, the Discord server, I was planning it. I had a friend of mine who had told that just set up the Discord server for me, moderate it for me and stuff like that. When I was active on Instagram, and the plan was to do that. So I have a Discord server. I think I can activate it again. So, okay, everyone wants to see the mod. I will show the mod, and then after I've shown you the mod, we will take a poll if you want a Discord server, and if you spam yes at that time, we will do that. Let me show you the mod. I'm very excited about it. It came all the way from USA, so I'll show you. I was so excited for this that I have carried it to the office as well. Does anyone know what this is? Give your guesses first, and then I'll reveal what exactly this is. Give your guesses first. Supercharger pulley, okay. People are guessing already. Great. People know what this is. Bigger pulley, big pulley. Yes, exactly. A pulley. Yes, it is a pulley, but this is a bigger supercharger pulley. Crank pulley, exactly. It is a bigger crank pulley. So it says right here, it is 207 mm, if you can read that. 207. So this is the stock size of the pulley, by the way. The back part of it, this is the stock size of the pulley. And this is the bigger pulley now. So what this will allow the supercharger to do is to spin a lot faster. How fast, you say? 3 times as fast. Call aa raha hai, net na band ho jaye. Yes, it is a crank pulley. So in the stock form, the supercharger spins at under 20,000 RPMs. With this, it will spin at almost 27,000 RPMs. So the stock pulley size is 162 mm and this is 207 mm. So this allows the supercharger to have a ratio of 3.2 to 1. 3.2. So if the bottom pulley is spinning once, the upper pulley will spin 3.2 times, which means it will have a highest RPM of 27,000 RPM, I think, and it will create a lot of boost for the car. And with this, we are looking at roughly 500 horsepower. So I was most excited for this. This has come all the way from integrated engineering. Never in my life did I think that I would ever hold a part from integrated engineering in my hands, but here it is, and it's the courtesy of my parents who have brought it all the way from USA. So a huge shout out to them. I'm very excited about this mod. I mean, clearly you can see how excited I am. I've carried it all the way to this office. Super chat, guys, don't do super chats, please. As I have said before, I will answer all of your questions anyway. I own a Polo 1.1 liter MP and I find it slightly underpowered for daily driving. Could you suggest reliable performance upgrades to improve power? The thing is, the 1 liter MPI, it is not meant for power or performance, or it's not very agile. It's not very active. So the only things that you can do is get a better air intake, number one, and you can improve the induction of it slightly, so the bottom end power will increase slightly. You will have a better response in the bottom end. If you wish to go for even more, start getting XP95 or Power 95 instead of the regular fuel. You will feel a slight difference there as well. But the thing is, you cannot get too much power out of that engine. It's not meant for power or anything like that. Thank you so much for the 100, but please guys, don't send super chats. It's okay. I will answer your questions anyway. My 1.5 DSG has done 90k. What all should I get checked? Timing, get your gearbox serviced, get the health of the clutch pack checked, okay? And get injectors cleaned. Prirak, do you watch Deutsch Auto Parts? Yes, I do. I do watch Deutsch Auto Parts. How street legal is LoRa with engine swap in your city? It's not legal at all. I mean, it's not legal. The thing is, people really won't check what engine you're running or if the engine code matches on your RC. So only you know that your car is illegal. There are plenty of cars out there which don't have the engine which they came from factory with. So they are all illegal. But again, who is the judge of what's illegal and what's not? Do you miss the old Top Gear? Obviously, everyone misses the old Top Gear. Do you know the Chevrolet Optra 1.6 is good for performance and tuning? In the diesel one, it's already like pretty powerful, I feel, and with the tune it gets even more powerful. So yeah, Polo 1.8 swap, what about it? Is Polo Type 1 to Type 2 MFSW is direct swap? Cluster BCM. Cluster won't work on a Type 1 Polo. So many questions, damn. These are wheel spacer. No, it's not a wheel spacer, it's a crank pulley. How did you make the boot of the gear selector in the LoRa? I was planning to make it myself, but then I just ended up giving it to a reupholstery guy. I gave it to Car Life Customs when I gave it for the interior. The entire car, not the entire car, but the seats were there for the interior. So I just asked them to make the boot as well. Is it 2016 worth buying in 2025? Depends on the car. You didn't mention what car you're talking about. Is Lancer still worth buying? Not the Sedia. If you have, like, if you want one, Lancer is a great car, but I'm not really interested in them. Which is your dream bike? Attainable dream bike or like the ultimate dream bike? Attainable dream bike, the Panigale. I want a Panigale V4 in my life. The Ducati Panigale. I will get it one day for sure. But like the ultimate dream bike, it's only one in India, the H2 Carbon. It's only one in India. I have a photo of that H2 Carbon, which is only one in India. But that would be the ultimate dream bike if I could ever get it, a supercharged bike. Do iridium spark plugs enhance power? Yes, they don't enhance power as much as, I mean, they improve the spark inside your engine bay, not the engine bay, the cylinder. But in terms of power, if you have the supporting mods for it, only then is it useful, you know. 26 Jetta worth 2016 Jetta worth buying in, yeah, for 5 lakhs I think it's worth buying. Not more than 5 to 5.5 lakhs, not more than that. Otherwise it's good. Okay, I need to slow the chat down, I think. Why doesn't government allow the old cars to get new engines fitted, which is BS6 compatible, which will be more cheaper than people to buy new car, and it will be more environmentally sustainable. The thing is, you are talking sense, and the government doesn't understand that. So, government has to like push new car sales as well. Unfortunately, they need to make sure that the older cars get off the road. Because of our overpopulation, there is an overcrowding of cars as well. They need to make sure they all go out of the road. Volvo S80 V8. I've driven the Volvo S80 V8. It's a great car, man. Like a transverse mounted V8 engine. Great car. Will Type 2 cluster work on Type 1 Polo? It will work. You'll need a lot of coding to fit it. Should I buy Passat 2017? 2017 B8, right? The B8 Passat. It's a great car. If you get it for like 10, 11 at max, then it's a good car. How complicated was the wiring you need to do for the DSG swap and the LoRa? So it was not complicated at all. You just need like power, ground, canvas. So it was not really that complicated. Power, ground, canvas. I need to give it a K line for diagnostic port. Other than that, the basic things. It was not that complicated. You will find all the diagrams online. Just spend like 20 to 30 minutes online and you will find everything there. Skoda Octavia Combi 1.9 station wagon. Great project car, but I don't like the 1.9. I would rather have the 1.8T in it. How to solve the ABS module issue in Jetta Passat? Take it to a good shop and they will know what needs to be done. First of all, just check what all codes there are. Cross check them with like the forums online. But if you can elaborate a little bit more on the issue, I think I can help. I'm getting the Passat at 8 lakhs. 8 lakhs, yeah, it's good, I think. I hope it's not driven like 1 lakh kilometers or something. Your must-have accessory for car. For me, it was ventilated seat cover for my car. Must-have accessory. I actually don't use any accessories with my cars. I'm not sure a must-have accessory. I usually just get OEM parts fitted instead. I have answered that question. Will Type 2 cluster work on Type 1 Polo? It will. You will require a lot of coding. We need merch which says it's fine, we'll fix it.
Good idea.
We will launch that. It's fine. We'll launch it. I have a 1.5 TDI 90 HP car, feels so underpowered, it won't climb a hill. There is no warning light, please help. Check for boost leaks, get your intercooler clean, get your EGR clean, take the intake system apart, even the intercooler, get it thoroughly clean, decarbonize your car. It will revamp your power, it will give you the power back, and check for boost leaks. Bro, what's your education background? My education background, I think I've answered it like a million times. I am a mechanical engineer. I recently finished my degree in mechanical engineering, just a bachelor's. How are people fitting 1.5 TSI in 180 TSI? You just plonk that engine, everything else is the same. Look, have you seen anybody else doing all-wheel drive swap in Maruti cars? People have been doing like rear-wheel drive conversion in those cars. All-wheel, I don't think many people in India must have done that. ठीक है जी. Any thoughts for reviewing the Golf GTI? I think I will review it, but the thing is, I'll actually be honest about the car. And if Volkswagen gives me that car, they would want me to say good things about it. And if they see the video, which they will review before posting, I don't think they'll approve. So if I be honest with that car, not sure they'll approve of the video. VW, DSG or torque converter? DSG always.
Just see.
Say bye, Spoily.
Enjoy the life.
Bye, Spoily. Next video when this Sunday. I'm like we'll get the engine this week and we will upload the video. I have Laura 2010 LNK, wish to get Passat seat installed. Passat seats sell for like, they even sell for 11,000, they even sell for 25,000, they sell for 40,000. People ask whatever rate they want. So, but the thing is, get it at the cheapest rate that you can. I got mine for like 12,500. My Passat seats, the B7 Passat seats, heated, ventilated, massage. I got them for 12,500, and an experienced installation person would charge, I think, 8 to 10,000 for the wiring, installation, and stuff like that. There is a lot of wiring involved with them. Best turbo for 1.6 TDI Polo, CR 140, 177. I mean, get this. If you get the CR 177, I think there is decent amount of turbo lag with it. Get the CR 140 and just get a decent stage 3 tune and run it reliably. Best car for a JDM build. I mean, Hondas are the best cars for JDM build in India. We didn't really get the Nissans, we didn't really get the Mitsubishis. Hondas are the only things that we got. So we have a K24 supply in India because CRVs were available. Like they are scrapping a lot of the CRVs. K24 can be bought for cheap. The parts for them can be imported from Japan, and then you can make a good build out of it. Prerak, how did you source all the parts for the Audi? There is this shop in, where is it? Dora? Not, it's not in Dora. Where was it? Damn, I forgot the place. But yeah, there is a shop in Punjab, Ram, Evo Retrofit, if you know. He knows them really well, so I just send everything to Ram. I'm like, Ram, I need this, I need that part number, and I send him the VIN of the vehicle it will come from, and he sends it to that shop, and that shop just sources everything. They have great suppliers throughout India. Does your YouTube income cover your costs? 1/10 of them. YouTube income covers 1/10 of the costs so far, because I don't really look at YouTube as a source of income per se. I just love making videos mostly. But yes, if the income would come from YouTube, it would be good to cover all of these costs, but it's fine. It will take a lot of time for that. So I've heard of a lot of transmission issues on DSG other than the torque converter. The thing is, if you're talking about if you prefer a torque converter or if you prefer a DSG, I'm thinking that you are talking about the pleasure or the feel-good factor of the car. You're talking about the drivability of it. So in terms of drivability, the DSG is much better. But if you're talking about reliability, then the torque converter is better. But the thing is, I have the DSG, it has been running fine. People have been using the DSG. Ram's car, like it has clocked over 1 lakh kilometers, 1,20,000 kilometers. I feel it is a DSG. So it depends on your driving mostly. It's not like it's very unreliable. If you drive like a maniac, it will fail. It will. How much import duty did you pay for the parts? If I were to get them imported, I would have paid 150% import duties. But luckily my parents were there, so I just sent it to my parents and they brought it. Is second-hand 520i reliable? 520i to begin with, it won't be a very fun car. It is a big car with a tiny engine. A 520i won't be very fun to drive. It is reliable. That engine, it doesn't have many issues. It will leak oil, it will leak a lot of things. But other than that, it is pretty reliable. But you have to take care of them. Is Rapid Monte Carlo good car in 2026? It is old, I would say. Get the Virtus or Slavia. What about 520D? 520D is one of those cars which you just buy and forget about. You just drive them daily. 520D is... Okay, the light has gone, but I feel my internet will keep on working. So let's continue in the dark, unfortunately. I hope the live didn't get interrupted, did it? I think it's still going on. The light will come back, it's fine. See, it came back. What question was I on? I was on 520D, right? A 520D is like a good car to have. You just buy them and you do basic maintenance, obviously, it is an evergreen car, I feel. Even today, that car does not look really old. Put a LCI kit on it and it's like brand new. So it's one of those cars that you just keep. You don't. It's not very fun to drive or anything like that. It's just a decent car to have. What mods? The screen just went black. Is the W204 C200? Okay, bro, suggest me a best Polo year-wise to buy second-hand. I feel like Polo as a primary car is pretty old now. As a primary car, you should have any other car. As a secondary car, I feel like you should go for a 2018 to 2019 Polo at max, because after that you got the 1 liters, which were, I mean, they're good, but you would rather have the 1.24 cylinder. I'm interested in learning but don't have the necessary tools or setup. Could you please recommend an institute or workshop? The thing is, whatever car or, I mean, if you're interested in learning, tools or anything like that won't really stop you. When I just started out, I didn't even have a proper like toolkit. I barely had the tools to open anything, and I have just been buying tools as I have started to need them. So I really started off with like a tiny kit which had sockets up until I think 12 mm, and with that I started to open my bike and stuff. So tools should not really stop you, but I think doing an internship at a good tuner shop, like a reputable tuner shop who do like high-end cars, an internship there would be good. Next video this week, hopefully we'll get the engine. Which portable OBD scanner do you recommend? I use OBD11. That has been, I've been using it for like four years now. That has been great. Does everything. Does everything. I barely require VCDS now. I just use OBD11. Please tell me how to unlock Apple CarPlay in Jetta MIB2. I have messaged on Instagram for purchasing the process. You can send the head unit over and I will unlock it. The thing is that process is really complicated. Not everyone can do it. I have the setup for it. So please tell me your username. If you have messaged me on Instagram, the WAG guy. If you have messaged me on Instagram, tell me your username and I'll get back to you. Is it working now? Not sure if it's working now. Oh, that's crazy. Why is the camera not working? Am I visible to you guys? I feel like I'm not. Like my camera just gave up, man. What the hell? That's weird. I should be visible now. Am I visible? Am I visible? Am I visible? Yay, we fixed it. Can Apple CarPlay get unlocked on RCD 330? Nope, RCD 330 does not have Apple CarPlay, only MIB2 can support it. Am I back now? Can anyone see me? Can everyone see me? The thing is, my camera got too hot. We'll need a separate AC for the camera. Wiring diagram for electric seat on Polo. Message me on that, red cells. Why is the car culture so niche in India? I'll tell you what, the car culture is not so niche in India anymore. If you notice, in the previous 5 to 6 years, a lot of people have joined this car culture or car enthusiasm. It's not so niche anymore. I think what's left niche is aviation, and even aviation will pick up now after the recent tragic accident. Even aviation will pick up, so AvGeeks will join this aviation group as well. But I don't think it's niche anymore. Prerak joined a little late. When are the A6 videos coming? What's going on the car? Divyanshu, the A6 videos are coming this week. The engine is still being worked on. We will get the engine this week and then we'll put it all back together and we'll upload a video on that. Why no video was uploaded last week? Because the engine is still being worked on. They said 10 days, but it has taken more than 10 days. Happens. Is SD card method working on MIB2 for CarPlay? It won't work. SD card method won't work. It's not Discover media, it's a composition media, so you cannot update it through SD card and unlock that. We need to actually physically open it, put prongs into it, put it into boot mode and then work on it. How much does a Type 3 Polo kit cost? From the Volkswagen or something, it costs 20,000 I think, without paint. Paint is really expensive at Volkswagen. Is it possible to install powered seats in any car? Yes, any car. Please answer my question. Ayan Sachdeva, please answer my question. Where is the question? I don't see it. Yeah bro, Polo as a primary car itself, as an engineering student. I feel like if you're looking for a Polo right now, used Polo, go for Virtus, Slavia and stuff like that. How is Polo doing? Polo is doing great. I just uploaded stories yesterday on my page if you missed them. But the thing is, the car had just been sitting for a long time. I'll show you the stories here. See, it was dirty, then I washed it and it's clean. Polo is doing great. It's just hibernating right now. It is not the primary car anymore and I wish to preserve that car. So what are you driving daily now? Today I'm driving a Taygun. A Taygun 1.5. Where are the keys for it? There it is. Today I'm driving a friend's 1.5 TSI Taygun. Otherwise I daily drive, I think, my mom's A3, but now my mom is back, so I won't be daily driving the A3 anymore. I'll just drive the Laura. Where can I get superb seat for my Octavia? Please help. Please don't send super chats, guys. I'm trying to answer all the questions. Where can I get superb seat for my Octavia? Please help. There are a lot of wreckers in Mumbai who have opened superbs, so you can get superb seats from Mumbai. Look for breaker yards or wreckers in Mumbai. Or even Gujarat, but people in Gujarat, I have dealt with 2 wreckers in Gujarat and they have both scammed me on separate occasions. So beware in Gujarat, man. People are like, what's happening there? But anyway, Mumbai people are really nice. The Mumbai wreckers, they have a lot of superbs and all. They have high-end cars. Affordable German car for 18-year-old boy. Affordable and German don't go in the same sentence, unfortunately. But I feel like if you are starting out, a Virtus or a Slavia would be a good option if you're just starting out for a first car, because I feel like a Polo as a first car was good 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, but now a lot of people are like, what job do you have, what's your occupation, blah blah blah. I just source parts, man. That's how I earn the little bit of money. Cost of 310mm BBK, I've seen people charging 70k for 2288mm Instagram. Yeah, that's a decent price. Range is between 55k to 70k based on the parts that you get for those big brake kits, 310 or 288. How is the 2.5 TFSI or 2 liter TSI swap going on the LoRa? We are not doing the 2 liter TSI. We will do the 2.5 TFSI in the future, not right now. Have you thought of getting Slavia or Taiwan? No. I don't think I'll be getting those cars. Endeavour 3.2 4x4, is it relatively reliable? It is relatively reliable, but it is at this point it will be maintenance heavy. You will require a lot of maintenance on that car. So if you get that maintenance done, it will be fine. People are asking why did I only choose a German car and not Japanese. The thing is, if the A6 hadn't come, I was thinking of a Civic project. So it's not like I just pick up German cars. I am interested in all the cars out there, but it just keeps happening. German cars just keep coming to me somehow. My family has a 2012 Tiana. What do you think is upgradable for us? 2017 Superb, 2020 Octavia, LNK. But 2017 you should get it for like way under 20 lakhs, man. Like 13-14 lakhs or 2017 or 2018 Superb. Should be like 13 to 14 lakhs. But a Superb would be the better option if you have a Tiana. Octavia would have less features. You would feel the difference. Bro, is 40k a fair price for Passat seats including seats and installation? Yes, it is a great price. 40k. Steel. Any 4x4 car build in future? I was thinking of a Civic K24 4x4 and I would supercharge that K24. I was thinking of that project. Once the A6 project is over, maybe we'll pick up that, or if anything else comes out. I found a Super VR6 for 6.5 lakh. What do you think? 6.5 lakhs? I mean, it's not like it's a very high price. It is a decent price, but it should be more like 4.5. Unless it is really well maintained and a lot of work has been done on it. If you're getting a Super VR6 for 6.5, it's slightly high. But if you want it badly, go for it. Should I buy Skoda Superb 2 liter TSI 2023 or the Audi A6 45 TFSI C8 2021, as both of them have the same engine, and what do you appreciation, blah blah blah. They don't have the same engine, like it's not exactly the same. The power output has to be different and some accessories around it has to be different. But I feel like A6 would be the better option if you are like looking for a Superb or an A6. I will say the A6, but know that it will have a much higher maintenance than the Superb, because Superb and A6 are not really comparable cars. They are really different. The only common thing is the engine, I feel, and in that is not exactly the same. Navneet Singh, hey brother, love your content. How to buy from that at sales? I will reply to you on that at sales if you haven't gotten a reply on that. Navneet Singh, I will be sure to get back to you on that, on there. Audi A6 C6, the next project. C6, the thing is, I was getting a C6. Do you want to see the photos of the C6 I was thinking of getting? I'll show you it. I will show you the photos of the C6 that I was this close to getting, this close, because my dad and I were booking the tickets to Nagpur. This car is located in Nagpur, and I had already talked to the seller and we were discussing the price on it, and I was this close. We were booking the tickets to Nagpur, but the card failed 2 times, which was very ironic that the card is failing. So then the tickets were not booked, luckily, and then I went to this guy in Chandigarh who had the C7, and I was like, dude, what is your last call? And we made the deal that day. So this is the car. Can you see it? This is the car, the C6. This is a 3-liter TFSI supercharged, the same engine and drivetrain. I think it's visible. There is a polarizer on the lens, so it's not very visible, but yeah. This was the C6 that I was about to get. So if you're saying that next project should be a C6, I'm not sure if we'll be getting that. Because I was preferring the C7 over the C6, but this C6 was at least put together, you know. The C7, I have to make the entire car now. W221 S350 worth 9 lakhs. I'll tell you what, it'll have 9 lakhs in maintenance, so be ready for that. In that sense, it is good. C6 was CBU from Audi or grey import. What is grey import? It must have been a CBU, it was not a CKD. Nismo or GR? Good question. Nismo. I have memory driver seat in my Octavia. Can I change the seat module for massage function to work? Yes, you can. Get a superb seat module. C6 very beautiful. I know. I really wanted to build the C6 as well because I had a certain vision for the C6 too. I had at least built it. But the thing is, I was more inclined toward the C7. Bro, can you make A6 all-wheel drive? The A6 that I have is already all-wheel drive. It is quattro. If you have a front wheel drive one, it's very easy to swap it to an all wheel drive as well, but you'll need like engine alterations because the 2-liter TDI with all wheel drive, it won't be fun. Polo GT TDI up. Where did the question go? Okay, it just vanished. Can you fit 1.5 TSI turbo in one? If you're talking about the turbo alone, I'm not sure if you can do that because obviously the that is different. What do you call? The manifold is different. Navneet Singh, thank you so much for the 179. They were not needed, bro. Thank you. Please, guys, don't send me super chat. It's fine. When is the new episode dropping? Next week, hopefully. Do you wanna know exactly what's going on with the engine? I'll tell you what is exactly going on with that engine. The thing is, I have left it in Jalandhar, but I couldn't like regularly visit their workshop. So I'm going to Jalandhar tomorrow to see what's happening with the engine and what all has happened. I'm pretty sure it is all like worked on now. The thing is, the engine had been sleeved already, but those sleeves were not put properly in that block. So it is being re-sleeved now. They are putting new sleeves in it. Number one. Number two, we were not very sure of the head if it has been warped or the block has been warped. But they said that the thing is it was just not torqued properly, so that could be the only reason. But the thing is, if it wasn't torqued properly, pretty sure it has been warped. So they are checking on all of that right now. They are putting new sleeves in it. We have ordered new piston rings, new bearings. I don't know what all we have ordered new, so many things, but the only problem now is head bolts. They are not available anywhere. If you know anyone who can get me head bolts for my car, let me know who can do that because I'm not able to find them. Can I get speakers from A6 in my Passat? I don't think they'll fit. I'm not too sure. I've never done that. I have a Polo GT TDI up on hills, coolant, what? Up on hills, the MID in between shows or pops the coolant temp which is 90F and goes within seconds, but the temp doesn't go beyond 90F, so why would it keep popping up? I don't understand what your question is. How is Jeep Compass for daily? Planning to get an SUV? Jeep Compass is a great car. Great car. Like for daily drivability, great car. But I've heard that it wears down much quicker than the Hyundais and the Kias. So, bro, Virtus or Slavia are sedan, needed a hatchback. So thought of Polo. Okay, so you need a hatchback. I-20 or something would be a good option. Accord V6, good car to buy. I'm not sure if you can get the parts very easily for that car if anything fails, but yeah, it's a decent car. It'll drink a lot of fuel, but it's something unique. So, bro, what is the power distribution of A6 Quattro? The power distribution is 60-40. It is rear biased. So the front is 40 and the rear is 60. It is a rear biased all-wheel drive vehicle. It is pure all-wheel drive. It's like proper Quattro. It's not like the on-demand Quattros out there. It is a proper Quattro. It is a, what do you call that? Torsion-based Quattro system. So, where can we get OEM systems? Message me on that at sales. I will tell you. Do you have 3CD 340? Oh, RCD 340. RCD 320 has the worst sounding, like worst output. RCD 330 has the best output, and 340 has like a decent output. So if you're looking for a 340, they barely come on sale, unfortunately. I drive upon hills and the MID keeps popping up the coolant temp. So what could be the reason? But it doesn't overheat. The thing is, our cars ignore the temperature between 90 degrees Celsius and 105 degrees Celsius. They ignore that. Anything above 90 till 105 will show up as 90. So it could be that your car is exceeding the 105. Could be. Or there is an air pocket in the coolant system and the sensors, the air pocket reaches the sensor and it just says that it's overheating. So it's a good thing to get your coolant checked properly, because you can just visibly see and say that, oh, it's overheating or it's not overheating. So what's your take on making your A6 twin charged? Does it make sense? Do you have plans like this? There is a person on Instagram, I saw his reel. He has twin charged his A6. If people don't know what twin charged means, the car is supercharged already, but on top of that, if we put a turbocharger on it, then it will be known as a twin charged. So people have done it already. I wanted to experiment with it, but the thing is, this is my only 3-liter TFSI, and to find another 3-liter TFSI engine is very rare. So I won't be experimenting too much. If it was a more common engine, then sure, I would have tried to like do something for the twin charge. But as rare as it is, as difficult the paths are, so I don't think I'll be doing it. Next video, when bro? Sunday. One word answer: DSG, Polo DSG or I-20 N line. Dude, if you put these two cars, I'll tell you what. If you ask me if I would buy them, I would go for the Polo DSG, eyes closed. But if you say that as a primary car, as a first car or something like that, I would ask you to go for the I-20 N line, because not only does it have a lot more features, it is a lot more modern. It'll hold up in value pretty good. I have a Kushaq 1.5 DSG. What are sensible upgrades that you suggest? Kushaq 1.5 DSG. I don't know if you're talking about making it aesthetically appealing or engine wise. Engine wise, go for an air filter. Go for a BOV and stuff. It will be enjoyable. And if you have the budget for it, get a used ECU, get it stage 2 tuned. But aesthetically, I would say like get decent wheels. First of all, not too big, because then your drive will be ruined. So what do you do for a living? Blah blah blah. How much in some cars in 20? As I said, I just source parts, guys. I retrofitted ACC in my Octavia Mark III myself. Guess how much I did it for? You retrofitted adaptive cruise control on your own. Is it in India or are you living somewhere overseas? My car AC only works while driving. While on stop or red light, it just cuts off. The fan does spin at that time. Any help with that? Probably your compressor is weak, and at lower RPMs it just, or you must be low on gas, that on red lights your compressor is just not creating enough pressure, so your AC just cuts off. And when you're driving, the compressor is spinning and it is creating a little bit more pressure, so the high pressure sensor thinks that, oh, we have refrigerant now. Get First of all, get its refrigerant refilled and then just see if you have any leaks. Go to a specialist who does AC and stuff. Bro, how many speakers in A6? How many speakers? So every door has 3, I think. So that's 12. And there is a speaker in the dashboard and there is a subwoofer. 14, I guess. 14 speakers. But the audio is really great. I think I put that bit in a video where we managed to get the like head unit working and great audio. Any plans on building Willys OG Thar Gypsy? Yes. I actually want to build one of those. I really want to build a Willys, like the really old Jeeps. I wish to build that in a really OEM spec, not to put wider wheels, stuff like that, higher up, no, nothing like that. Like an old Willys. I think there is a Willy Jeep in Punjab somewhere with a K24 in it. It came at the DRP meet, the Dream Rides Punjab meet. It came there, and that was crazy. I wish to do something like that. 17-inch wheels upgrade good for the Slavia. So I'll tell you what, go with the Kushak Monte Carlo wheels on your Slavia. Those are 17-inch and they won't ruin your drive quality that much. Where are you based, man? I'm from Panchkula, Haryana. I think everyone knows that. Not everyone knows that. I'm from Panchkula, Haryana. Bro, will you upgrade A6 to RS kit? No, we will be putting the S6 kit on it, not the RS6. I think I showed you that kit in my video, but I'll show it again. I'll show you what the difference is between S6 and RS6. So this is the RS6 kit, this one. There are these fins on the side, that fin, and these are not fog lamps, by the way. These are like ACC radar sensors, like they are radars, but my car doesn't have it, so it'll just be empty. This is what it looks like from the rear. This car that you see here, this person has spent a lot of time and money into making his A6 C7 sedan into an RS6. The RS6 was never offered in a sedan, so this guy went all bonkers and installed, like, not only did he install OEM kits, but he also put the engine, put wider fenders. That's why this car looks so good, this RS6. But the RS6 kit on a normal A6 sedan doesn't look good without the wider fenders and stuff like that, all the supporting mods. So we will be going with the S6 kit. This is the S6 kit. It looks decent. It doesn't look too flashy. This is what we will be going with. The S6 kit and these headlights, the matrix headlights. And obviously bare wheels. This is what it looks like from the rear. A quad tip exhaust, decent diffuser, quad tip. That's what we will be doing, not the RS6, S6. Found a 1 liter TSI Polo, 15k driven, 6 lakhs. 2021, 6 lakhs sounds good. It is reliable, it is friendly with mods, but go for a newer vehicle, I would say, like Slavia or Vortex or something like that. Best tuning company for WAG diesel cars. Look, I am affiliated with eTuners, so obviously I will say eTuners, and we have done plenty of diesels which have made so much power. So check out tunedcars.co on Instagram. That's our tuning page. A6 or 5 Series. They are both pretty good, man. If you're considering either an A6 or a 5 Series, they're both pretty good. The thing is, A6 will be a lot more maintenance heavy than the 5 Series. So if you're not someone who can do maintenance on your own, get the 520D. I have a 2 liter TDI Audi A6 C7 manual at 2.2 lakh kilometer. I would like to go to stage 1. So you are based in UK and your car has driven 2.2 lakh kilometers. Damn. If it's healthy, like if the compression is good, if you've got the timing and all done, go for a stage 1. The engines are pretty reliable. Where's our episode 5, dude? I'm sorry. Episode 5 is not out yet, it will be out this week. I mean, I obviously wanted to put up an episode, but the engine work is still being done, the parts are still arriving. We have some bits of the video, but the thing is, I want to give you a juicy video, like filled with content. I don't want to give you like 10-minute segments, right? I have like a 10 to 20-minute segment shot, but obviously, I want to give you something that you can just sit and watch. Actual work being done, actual progress being made. Can you send me market key shell for Kushak? Market key shell? You need to send your key and then the board will be swapped and then we can make a touch key for your car. Text me on that at sales. But a market key shell, I cannot just give you the market key shell. We'll need to swap everything. Is there a need to lower the Slavia after retrofitting Monte Carlo wheels? You'll need to reduce the size of the tires, man. You won't need to lower your car. The tires have a higher profile for the Kushak. So for your Slavia, you'll just need a lower profile tire. That's all, because the height will increase. So, all right, waiting for it. I guess it will be worth the wait. I hope so. You'll be the judge of that when it comes out on Sunday. Please tell CR177 turbo vehicles for used turbo swap 160. Yeah, what? Where do you source parts from? I just contact my friend Ram. I just send him everything that I need and he finds them. He has good contacts for parts. Manual all-wheel drive on your A6. Is it possible? Manual for my A6, it is possible for sure. The thing is, when I was getting the C6, or at least when I was considering the C6 A6 3-liter TFSI, I was thinking of a manual swap. You can get that manual transmission out of an S4 from like Dubai, and you can get them pretty cheap and then install it in your car. They are pretty straightforward. It's a pretty straightforward manual swap. But now I have the DSG, so I don't think I'm willing to give up the DSG for a manual. How much did it cost to ship from Maharashtra to Panchkula, the A6? I did not get it shipped from Maharashtra. The previous owner already got it from Maharashtra like 4 or 5 years ago and tried to fix everything on it, but nothing was fixed, unfortunately. I have auto headlight switch for my Skoda Laura. Please suggest shop to add repair wire and code it. Where are you located, Vinay Prasad? When will you upload the video? When will you upload the video? As I just answered, I will upload the video this week when the engine is back. Bro, what is the price of the S6 kit? I think it's 2.5 lakhs, but I'm trying to make a collaboration deal with them so that the price can be reduced. Slavia or Virtus, they're the same cars, but I would prefer the Virtus. I'm currently in class 12. I want to go with mech engineering, considering that versus civil. It depends on your interest. What are you more interested in? I mean, since my childhood, I was interested more in mechanicals and stuff like that. So I went with mechanical. I was very clear, even in like 5th or 6th class, that I would take up non-medical or science in class 12, then I would go for mechanical engineering. I was clear since that time. So it really depends on your interests if you wish to go for civil or mechanical. If you are interested in civil, there is a really great channel on YouTube. I think it's Engineering Explained. Not Engineering Explained. I'm not sure of the name of the channel, damn, I forgot. But that guy is a civil engineer and he makes awesome videos on like civil. So if you're interested, I'll try to find his channel and tell you. Are you an automobile engineer? Nope, mechanical engineer. 2019 Rapid Monte Carlo 1.6 MPI. 2019 for 7.4. No man, 7.4 is really high. What are the process of buying parts from eBay Motors in India for Hyundai Elantra 2008 NA 1.8? The thing is, if you order anything from eBay and it comes in from UK, you'll have to pay the duty and all here in India once it lands. And not many sellers are willing to like ship to India, unfortunately. So if any seller is willing to ship in India, talk to them first, and then. I'm planning to keep my polo till its expiry in Delhi. It's 2021. Will parts be difficult to get in future, like the next 10 years? Parts for the polo will never be difficult to find. Never. Polo is very common now. Parts for it will never be difficult to find. They will always be available. Always. Like till date, you can get parts for the Mark 1 Octavia and such. So. How can I start coding for Volkswagen Audis? I'm using BMW's Beamer code. If you're using BMW's Beamer code, just get OBD11. It is pretty much the same. OBD11 is much less complicated than Beamer code. In Beamer code, you have to do everything manually. OBD11 just makes it really easy. It's much more user friendly. I'm from Chandigarh. I have auto headlights switched from a Skoda Laura. Please suggest a shop to add the repair wire and code it. You can bring it to my workshop. Text me on that red cells, and I think I can help you. Bro, review. Bro, review car surgeons BMW 325i. Sure, we can do that. Audi Q7 V12 TDI as a project. If we can find that V12 TDI in India, obviously we'll get it. But I don't think it ever came in India, the V12 TDI. You know, they put that V12 TDI in the R8 as well. Only one of them exists. Future of internal combustion engines. It's not looking very good. I feel like the thing is, if you think about it, today you are considering to buy a 10-year-old car. So, like I have an Audi A3 which is 10 years old. I have purchased it last year. So, people do get 10-year-old to 12-year-old cars. Till date, like today, you can buy a diesel Superb. Considering that, I think for the next 10 to 15 years, we are fine. People will be still buying these cars. I feel like at about 2040 or 2030, late 2035, let's say 2035 to 2040, these cars will start to go extinct. They will not be producing these engines anymore. Diesels so hard to find these days. Diesels are already going extinct, unfortunately. Petrols will be there for like another 10 to 12 years, and they will also go extinct. Otherwise, what can happen is, which Toyota has been doing for years, they will bring petrol engines and hybrids together. So probably the engines won't die entirely, but they will always be coupled with a hybrid. That is something we will all have to accept. Why don't you restore any V8 engine cars? There are plenty of cars that are abandoned. Please look after them. I can help you find these cars too. Suhail Customs. The thing is, it's not like I don't want to rebuild V8 engines or anything. I picked up this V6 for one reason. It was supercharged. That's all. That's why I picked it up. It is a supercharged V6. The thing is, I am interested in the supercharged V8s as well of the Range Rover family. Jaguar, Range Rover and stuff like that. So if I get a chance to rebuild one of those, I will, definitely. But if you're talking about the normal V8s, which were like NA, and they didn't produce all that much power, they were not very high compression engines. So it's really like, are you getting that much out of it after rebuilding them? If it's like a rare car, like a Beamer or something, a rare Beamer, then I would sure consider it. Is your A6 TDI or TFSI? It is a TFSI. It's a 3-liter TFSI. Any idea about Webasto key? I'm not sure about Webasto key. If you had a chance, would you try to make a build on an i20 N-line, like a 1.5 TGDI engine swap or something like that? I don't think so. Not on an i20. There is a tiny puncture on the upper plastic part of my car's radiator. Unfortunately, parts are very hard to find. Any suggestion? What car, bro? What car are you talking about? High performance. Where did the question go? High performance SUV. High performance SUV around 2025. Like I'm thinking of Endeavor. If you think if you're considering used high performance, I don't know what high performance, like decent performance. Yeah, Endeavor is a good option. It's a great option. How can someone drive an EV, please, Mr. Nitin Gadkari? The switch to an EV will be a really long one. It's not like it will come in the next 10 to 15 years. It will take at least 40 years for everything to become EV. It's not going to come quick. Will you do a 4x4 SUV build like a Porsche Cayenne? I think all of the Cayennes are already 4x4, aren't they? Bro, how to retrofit rear wiper in Polo? Get a Polo Highline rear boot lid entirely and put it on, wire it. You'll need a lot of wiring like power ground and a LIN bus. Do that. And for the sprayer, you'll need to get an entire tube's length till your front windshield washer bottle. Pretty easy. Why German cars so hard to work on? I feel like every car to an extent is hard to work on if you don't know what you're doing. The thing is, there is enormous amounts of knowledge available for these Marutis and cars which are a lot more common. So you think that they are easier to work on. But every car to some extent is difficult to work on unless you know what you're doing. Once you know that, nothing is difficult. Views on Phaeton W12. If it is available on sale in India, if it ever came in India, let me know. I want a Phaeton W12 after the A6. Is it worth to tune Passat B7 CKT version TDI Highline to stage 3? It is worth it. Sure, it will get you a lot of power, but it has to you have to do a lot of maintenance before that. There are so many seals that start to leak on those engines that if you think of even going for a stage one, the higher boost will just leak oil out of everywhere. So thoughts on Volkswagen Passat? Great car. Big fan of your work. Thank you so much. Would you work on 530D and where did the question go? Would you work on 530D and these cars are good for tuners? Yes, 530D is a great car to be tuned. We actually tuned 530 to stage 1 and another to stage 2. That stage 2 car was bonkers, man. It was crazy, that stage 2 car, 530D. With that car, it felt like we were pushing the earth behind, not moving forward. Crazy amounts of torque. So a 530D stage 2, crazy. It's a cheat code really, if you maintain it well. What is your dream garage? Audi R8 V10 Plus, a Urus. What else would I want in my dream garage? I think a Countach as well, a 67 Mustang. So many cars, man, so many cars. I don't know. Give me like a number, like 4 cars or 2 cars. How did you become a car enthusiast? Since birth, man, I don't know. C8 key on C7 possible? I think it is possible. They are both keyless, they are both smart keys. So a C8 key on a C7 should be possible. We will be doing that. Comparatively most reliable fixes for 1.8 TSI oil burning issues: run a thicker oil. It will burn less if you run a slightly thicker oil. Instead of 5W40, over 10W40. What's your opinion on Matt Armstrong? One of the inspirations for sure. Opinion on Matt Armstrong. But as I mentioned in the previous video, the initial the eye-opening content on YouTube which opened this realm for me was Tavarish. I was like, dude, this guy is doing a multi-level clutch on his Gallardo in his own garage, and he has a Viper which he has rebuilt. I was like, what? Do you have any other cars except for the Laura and the Polo? Yes, the Audi A6 which we are working on. I'm using regular petrol in my Kushaq. Will there be any issues? Not today, but soon your injectors will start to blame you for not using power petrol or XP95. It doesn't make that big of a difference obviously, but they recommend a minimum of XP95. So start using XP95, I would suggest. These cars have an issue with their injectors anyway. Cost of stage to tune on a Polo TSI? Which one? A stage to tune is like 35.5k. So What is your view on 3 liter TDI versus 530 LD? You mean 530D? Did they offer a long wheelbase in the 530D as well? Anyway, 3 liter TDI versus 530D, I would say go for the 530D. I've just heard so many issues with the 3 liter TDI. Modify Spoilies Octavia. We were actually making a video on that car. This week we were actually supposed to upload the video of that car because the engine had still not arrived for the A6. So we were working on that car, we opened some of the things and realized that we need a lot of maintenance parts. So we have ordered all of them, some of it has arrived. We will start to work on them like tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So you will see Spoilies Octavia on the channel as well. Do you watch Donut Media? I used to watch Donut Media before everyone just left. Before it was bought out by a bigger corporation. I used to watch Donut Media back then. But you know, the original media channel that I was really fond of was Car Throttle. Did you guys watch Car Throttle as a kid? I watched a lot of Car Throttle, man. Alex Kirsten. I used to enjoy their series a lot. Would you consider building an XJL V8? Yes, an XJL V8 would be a good car. But tell me, did you guys watch Car Throttle as a kid? Refreshed YouTube more than 50 times, waited for the video. I'm sorry, refresh it this Sunday and you will find the video. Yes, Car Throttle and Chris Fix. Yeah, Chris Fix. I think I found Chris Fix in like 2014 or 2015. Can I swap 3 liter TDI in my Passat? It's a V6 engine, it won't fit in your Passat. Passat can only take a transverse engine, put a VR6 in your Passat. How to enable VCDS feature in my Scottler? Contact me on that red cells. Are you going for an infotainment upgrade for CarPlay? What is your opinion? Yes, the thing is, right now, Divyanshu, in my car I don't even have an MIB in the A6. It is a normal like radio. It can only play songs and FM and stuff like that. It can enable songs from the CD changer. But I have already looked at a MIB2. What I will require is a head unit out of a 2016 vehicle, a 2016 A6, and then a screen out of that vehicle as well, and a few connectors out of that vehicle. Once I have those, I can enable CarPlay in the OEM way for like 25 or 30,000 rupees hopefully. But that will come later once the car is up and running and everything else has been done, because I don't think I'll be listening to too much music in that car with that supercharger noise. Do you want me to show you something? I have like the first ever video I took of this A6 in like it was 29th January of this year when we first looked at that car, and I have the video of it. Do you want me to show you guys? Let me look for that video. You know, I only became a fan of this car because the supercharger made the right noises. I'll show you. I only bought it because of the sound. This is the only reason. This is the only reason I bought this car. And it was in a really bad state even that day. Like, at least it had rear bench that day. You know, the first time we looked at the car, it had a rear bench. Right there, you can see, rear bench. It's missing now. I don't know where the rear bench is. How many kilometers did your car clocked on the Odo? My Polo has driven 67,800 kilometers. What was your first car? The Polo. Polo GT. A6 stage 3 tune max power. Stage 3. If you're talking about the 3 liter TFSI that I'm rebuilding, there is no stage 3 for it. There's just a stage 2. This stage 2. This is the stage 2 on it, and you can take this car to like 550. So hey, I just seen a Jaguar with a freaking V8 supercharged engine for sale in Delhi. They are asking what, 13 lakhs? Damn. Good deal. I guess so, but which car is it exactly? Which Jaguar is it, I mean? What year? What's the ideal price for a 2016 Polo GT? These days, 4 to 4.5 lakhs. I have a Renault Fluence. Damn, rare car. Would you put an engine in the Tesla if it ever comes to India? You know, if it came back in 2013 or something, there would be a lot of scrap Teslas by now, and people would already have put some engines in it. Unfortunately, we didn't get them. Wish me luck, bro, for my NEET exams. All the best. I thought NEET and JEE were done already. What month is it? I think you're talking about next year. Any plans for W12 Continental GT? Yes, if it ever comes on sale and a crashed one, I will buy it. Chevy Cruze 2011 crash iron block and a garage vegetable wash injectors, and I have to contact you. Do you think I should get a tune for TCN? Do the entire maintenance first, man. If it's 2.5 lakh kilometer driven, a lot of things must be failing on it. Skoda Laura giveaway kar do. You know, when I was first building the Laura, I was thinking that I'll sell it after once it's built. But I just got that emotional connect with the car that I did so much work to it. Why should I sell it? The V12, the W12 CGT are 20 to 30 lakhs price range these days. 20 to 30 is still pretty high for me, I will say. So if I get a crashed one, I'll get it. What advice to check would you like to give in order to pick up a cheap 530D or 520D? Cheap 530D does not exist. If it does, it has a lot of problems. So first of all, be cautious. Like, just get a maintenance inspection done by BMW. That is the first thing I would say, or at least take a scanner with you. A lot of the problems are there in that engine. It's not like it's all good. We see you guys saying this should be changed. What should be changed? This should be changed at any customer on a regular service interval. How do we know that when we give our service that this has to be checked? What? I think you're saying that Volkswagen recommends you to change some things at certain intervals. It's all written in your manual. I mean, you can cross check it. They're all available online as well. If you go online, you can check your service intervals, like what all is required after a while. Most of the times, workshops don't rip you off. I'll say, like the service centers, if they're saying that this should be replaced at this point, they're not ripping you off. They're actually saving you warranty, and in the future you can get goodwill warranty as well if your car has only gone to the service center. Please make an in-depth video on the OBD scanners and how to diagnose it. OBD scanners or OBD11, because I have OBD11 VCDS. I can make a video on that. How much does it cost to stage 3 tune a B7 Passat? A stage 3 tune, because it's an entirely custom map from the get-go. Base price is 55k. Based on what else you add later is different. Intake valve cleaning recommended for 1 liter TSI if there is specific stops or garages who can do them. Look, garages don't generally do intake valve cleaning. I'll tell you what, there are no walnut blasters in India, only the engine shops must have it. Walnut blasting and stuff, dry ice blasting and stuff like that. So if you can find a shop who has dry ice blasting or walnut blasting, you can go with them, but I don't think there are any in India. So it's mostly a DIY job. There's a good video on the internet about cleaning your valves using basic hand tools and just like throttle body cleaner and stuff like that. Watch that. But the thing is, wherever you take it, if at any point something falls inside of the cylinder, you're done. You'll have to open everything up. So it's not that big of a deal. What do you think of a V6 or a VR6 swapped Octavia? So we're talking about the MQB platform, right? And people have done it on the Mark 7. Mark 7 Golfs have received 3.6 VR6s out there. People have done that in the past, and it's a great mod, I would say. The VR6 was not really, it was not offered with any other cars other than, I think, the Atlas. Atlas had it for the longest time up until 2024. Other than that, it died with the PQ25 or PQ35, PQ46 platform. 14.5 lakhs sedan, which is better, Slavia, Virtus, Honda or Verna? I would say Verna under 14.5 lakhs. Verna is a good option. I want Mark-1 Octavia to get engine swap. What are the Octavias needed for 2-liter TDI? 2-liter TDI in the Mark-1 Octavia with the DQ250, what will be the cost for the build? I think 5 to 6 lakhs. 2-liter TDI DQ250 in your Mark 1, 5 to 6 lakhs will be done. I used to watch West Coast Customs and Pimp My Ride, the real OGs. Yes. West Coast Customs. Did you guys used to watch like counting cars and stuff like that on History TV? I used to watch that all day, counting cars, and there was another show which I'm forgetting the name of. Your workshop address. It's not a public workshop, unfortunately. I just work on my A6 there, or any project cars that I have. So it's not a public workshop. Gas Monkey, yeah, Gas Monkey Garage. What are your other interests other than cars? I'm into aviation as well. Other than aviation, like I get short-term hobbies, but aviation has like kept up till now. So Lipu and Pitbull, yes, I used to watch them. Damn, I forgot about them. BMW M5 hybrid is a downgrade from the F90. I'll tell you what, anytime a new thing comes out, anytime a new version or a new engine comes out, people often don't like look up to it. They look down upon it. They're like, it's not good, it's a downgrade, stuff like that. But every time in the future, people start to like it. It grows on you. I think the new M5 hybrid, great engine, great car. And when it came out, like I think they unveiled it 1 year ago, or a little less than 1 year ago, people were like calling it a boat, comparing it with a boat, calling it ugly and stuff like that. But they have come out now, people have started to modify them, they are growing on everyone, they are like, oh, this actually looks good. And this will happen with every car out there. Damn, so what's your thought on the recent 787 Dreamliner crash? Okay, look, I'm not experienced enough to tell you what happened in that plane, but based on my knowledge, based on what I have seen, what I have like gathered from everywhere, it looks like fuel contamination. I'll tell you why, because there have been other incidents as well with fuel contamination with similar things, where similar things have happened. So I think it was fuel contamination that happened in that flight. With the fuel contamination, the engines failed right after takeoff. I feel like they didn't have enough thrust even during the takeoff, and they were past, we couldn't just reject it right away. They had to take it to the air, and they tried their hardest till the end to take it to the air. So I feel like the error must have occurred while they were on the runway, but they could not do anything about it at the runway because they must have passed V1. So they took it to the air. Unfortunately, fate did what the fate had for them. But again, I'm not experienced enough to have a comment on that. I'm just basing this based on what I've seen in the past with the air crashes and rules. I love aviation too. I used to play Microsoft Flight Simulator. Nice. I think a lot of people who are into cars are into aviation as well because they are just bigger engines, it's a lot more fascinating. Jaguar XJL Supercharged V8, first owner, 55k driven, Delhi 2011, asking 12 lakhs. Oh damn, that's really good. That's good. XJL V8 Supercharged. That's a good option, but I'll have to wait till the A6 is done. You are into aviation, so when are we going to watch a jet engine build? Very soon. Very soon. We'll strap a jet engine to the A6. Does LoRa come with DQ250? The 2-liter TDI comes with DQ250. Can I lower Polo 1.2 TDI? Is it good when 4 people in it? If you lower a Polo and you put 4 people in it, it will definitely hit the ground. Don't do that. Does it make sense of buying 2013 seized engine Skoda petrol for 1.2 lakhs? Nope, not for 1.2 lakhs. For like 50 or 60,000 rupees. For real, I just love the engine roar of the 777 Max. Truly. 777 is a great one. So Volvo SAT V8 has a Yamaha V8 engine. This is good to maintain. Look, you can find parts for it. You can find parts for the SAT V8. So my car's reverse sensor beeped one time but didn't work when I reverse. Reason or solution: check your sensors or check if they are getting power after that initial beep. I once installed a rear parking sensor in a car, and they would like work for like the first second, but then they would cut power. I don't know what was happening in the car. I rewired the power and it worked. So I think I've answered all of these questions where these are repeating at this point. Laura comes with DQ250 plus 2 liter. Yes, it does. Are hybrids tunable? Are they fun to drive? I have never tuned a hybrid, but hybrids are sure fun to drive. And the thing is, with tuning them, you will be tuning the engine. So they are definitely tunable. They are fun to drive. How can I check if my engine mountings are okay or damaged? Like when you start the car, if it shakes a lot in the initial startup, then you might need mounts. And if you get a lot of vibration in the cabin, then you need mounts for sure. Get a Cessna one day for sure, man. One day for sure we'll get a Cessna. We'll need a pilot's license first. We'll get it one day. Which software you use for your car diagnosis? OBD 11. April, there is a fault code. This one, tire pressure sensor, one or more. No signal static. I installed new TPMS in Polo. Still your TPM is showing a fault. Are you sure you got the right sensors for your module? Because there are part numbers and you have to really cross check them with everything. There is a Team PHP thread by Fluidic Joy. Refer to that. He has mentioned all of the part numbers, everything that goes wrong. So go ahead, check that thread out, and maybe you will find your answer there probably. Where can I find best scrap engine in India? Punjab. A lot of the cars are being scrapped here, like older diesels. I've found that we can get so many engines here. What's your opinion on station wagons? I love them, but unfortunately India didn't get that many station wagons. So bro, I watch Autotop NL and you look like Max from that channel. I'm sorry I don't watch that channel, but I'll check it out now. 1.4 is for 2008 Innova scrap. If it's scrap, it's not the good price. If it has the RC active for 1.43 lakhs, great price. If it's not an RC active vehicle, then I think it should be like 95,000. Price of private pilot? You mean to get a license? Best car under 13 lakh, even second hand works. I mean, there are plenty. You have to really filter out things. Do you want a sedan? Do you want SUV? Stuff like that. So the scope is really wide. Cost of private license in India? Any idea? I think like just to become just to have a pilot's license, it's 60 lakhs I think in India. Yeah, I think it's between 40 to 60 lakhs in India just for the pilot's license, not to become a commercial pilot. To become a commercial pilot, you need to get type rating separately, which costs another 30 to 40, I feel. So just to become a pilot, I think 60 lakhs should do. But overseas, that's more like 25 to 30 lakhs. Is your Polo used? Yes, it is used. Akash from Bangalore, your videos are excellent. Thank you so much. Detail amazing. Thank you so much, man. My VCD software should no connection from HVAC module. I wanted to set the AC to hot country. Which car were you trying it on? if it says no module from the HVAC, no connection to the HVAC. It's weird. There is one RSS command in Delhi owned by Pranav Khanna. Who is Pranav Khanna? At which age did you learn to drive a car and bike, and which age did you learn how to drive a car and a bike? Bike, I think at 16. I knew how to drive a car, but no one ever gave me a car. My parents were very strict about that you're not getting a car till you're the legal age. So I was like, okay. I knew how to drive it at 16, but I never drove it. Like, I drove it a little bit to show my sister that, hey, I can actually drive. Do you see? So she was like, yeah, I know, you can drive it. But the first car that I had was the Polo. So I actually mostly drove my mom's I-20 back then, but I knew how to drive it since 16, even the bike since 16. So what's your dream car? Like, an attainable dream car is the Audi R8 V10 Plus right now. I want one. The attainable dream car. Are you coming to car meetup, the VIP Mantra one? Where is that? After the A6 project, please do BMW M5 or any BMW you like. Look, someone commented in one of my videos that they have a E39 for sale. So I'll actually contact that person. I'll ask them if this, like, after the A6 is done, do you still have the E39 for sale? And then sedan and hatchback are fine for 13 lakh. Go for a Verna, I would say. Verna is a great car, like a great long-term car if you're looking for a sedan. What would be a good first bike for a new bike rider? Anything under 150cc would be good for a first bike. Learn on it, learn the dynamics on it for like an year or two, and then go up to 250, 300, 400. Waiting for the next part of Audi this week. Can we re-register grey car? Nope, you cannot re-register a grey car. That would be even more illegal. E39 for the win. I was about to ask you the same. Yes, I would love that E39. You know, there was a comment on my very first video that an E39 is available. So I would love to get that. But anyway, it has been 2 hours now. Let's end this stream soon. If you have any particular questions in mind. 1.8 TSI is reliable. It is not reliable at all. Video kahan hai? With an angry emoji. It is coming, man. It is coming this week. The engine is still being worked on. I don't know, do you want regular updates on Instagram or something? Because I can do that. I can show you that the engine is still being worked on and what all is happening. If you want regular updates on Instagram, you can follow my page, Project 4771, because that is where I upload these project like LoRa and Audi stuff. So this is the page. Look at it. If you want constant updates, I can give them to you here on stories, because I do a live every Sunday if I don't have a video, which unfortunately this week we don't. And we don't want to give you old stale videos which we have shot a long time ago, and now there's no fun in that. What's your camera gear? Plus, which editing software do you use? My camera gear is this Sony Alpha A7. Look at yourself. You are looking at yourself. This is my camera gear. Sony Alpha A7 Mark IV. And it has a lens which is not mine, it is Spoily's lens. What lens is that? Spoily would be able to tell. I think it's a 28 to 70 or something like that. So that is my camera gear, and I use Premiere Pro, or my editor uses Premiere Pro. Your recent Audi car, how much did you spend? Oh, you're asking about how much I spent on the car? I have uploaded that in the second video, I think, the cost. Even in the third video I've mentioned how much I bought it for, how much I've spent on it. I'm actually keeping a check on what I'm spending on it. So at the very end of the series, when the car is entirely done, I will give you a breakdown that I bought this car for this much, I spent so much and so much on this part, stuff like that. I will give you an entire breakdown. Need live while working in on Audi. Do you want to see me be live when I'm working on the Audi? If you want that, we can totally do that. I mean, how's Puffy? He's great. Can Yeti be swapped with a 2 liter TSI? Yes, it can. So if you want live while we're working on the car, we can definitely do that, man. We can definitely do that. If you will do these type of lives regularly, sure, I guess we can do that. Even when we are working on the car. You know, we were thinking earlier on that we would do that when we are working on the car. We would just put a camera up just so people can watch us work. So, yes, we'll do that now. People want that. My dream car is BMW M5 F90. Great car. Great car. 2015 TDCI car has 5 years of life left, 1.5 driven, needs suspension work, sell or go ahead with work. Dude, I would say it's a great car. Look, the EcoSport, it's a great car. Get the work done and keep it for a while, you know. They don't make cars like that anymore. If you go to buy a new or a used car, another car, you would always say so. What's your age? I'm 23, turning 24 this year. Where can I get steering wheel? That Red sells. What's the price of E39 these days? People ask whatever they want for them. Polo 2 liter TDI swap from 1.6 TDI. Opinions. A workshop in Jalandhar has done this swap. 2 liter TDI in their 1.2 or I think 1.5 car. So it's a great swap, but it's really complicated. It's not as easy as it sounds. What's good, brother? When can I drop by? Dude, I know you want to get the seats get worked on, but once the A6 is done, I think we'll have enough time opened up that we can work on a car as well. VCDS issue, the VCDS issue, it's a 1.2 TSI 2017. Oh, you're not able to communicate with the. What error does it say when you're not able to communicate with the HVAC? I need to know that. Do you play any games in your free time? I'll tell you what, I had a really long amount of free time when my parents were gone. So what I did sitting at home was I fired up my Xbox 360, my older 360, and I fired up Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012 on it, and I finished that game entirely. I love the Forza Horizon franchise. I love the Need for Speed franchise. So I do play those games. And when I was younger, I would play so much Minecraft, not Fortnite. I played Fortnite once, I didn't like it. I played a lot of Minecraft as a kid, but I play mostly Need for Speed and stuff like that. How will you keep the LoRa legal after the swap? It won't be legal. It won't be legal. Did the net stop working? Hi bro, I'm actually building. Where did it go? Okay, hi bro, I'm actually building LoRa. Suggest me the best 18-inch alloy for color. Oh, you want just for color? Oh, your car is white. Look, I'm running the Audi A6 S-Line alloys. I feel like they're the best. How much of you work in your workshop? How much of you work in your workshop? What do you mean? Prerak sir, huge fan. Thank you, Deepinder. Looks like you are confused seeing the comment section. I am, to be honest, because the comments are just going up and down. I cannot stay on one. Love from Jamshedpur. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have Polo comfort line to upgrade steering from Highline. Do I have Polo comfort line? Do I want to upgrade steering from? You don't need to upgrade your BCM to put a steering in your 2016 Polo Highline. How much it costs to modify Polo like yours? Exterior wise, it doesn't cost that much. Exterior wise, you can do it for pretty cheap, not even 40,000. Except for the wheels. Wheels were separate. Wheels are like 60,000. What's the ideal price for a 2016 Polo GT? 4.5 lakhs for a 2016 Polo GT. Is the LoRa legal after the all-wheel drive swap? I'll tell you what. According to the Indian rules, if you change even a single screw on your car, it is illegal. So it's a really gray area. I talk about this in like extent in my, which video was it? I forgot. I think it was a tuning video. Yeah, in my tuning video, I talk about it in extent. I really want to buy Forza plus steering wheel gearbox kit. Do you plan on buying one? Yes, but I mean, there was a steering wheel that I was looking at, but it was a normal one, like the entry level one. I want like a proper force feedback steering wheel. So for that, I think I'll wait, save up a bit, and then get it once I have a PC as well. I'm scared to put an aftermarket airbag in the steering wheel. What should I do? Aftermarket airbag? What do you mean by aftermarket airbag? How many guys work in your garage? I meant. So mostly I work at the garage, and then Ram joins in whenever there is a lot of work. So Ram and I mostly work at the workshop, and then we have our cameraman Spoily, and we have our editor who also stay there when you're working. So you're like 3 to 4 people there usually. Love Ram's car so much that guy's got a great taste. Definitely, yeah. He keeps it really clean as well. Like he polishes it every like 4 or 5 months. Adds ceramic coating to it. He keeps it really clean. What do you think about the 3D TDI of the Audi Q5? Filled with leaks, man. It requires a lot of maintenance. So, is there any authorized dealer for parts like Volkswagen Audi? No, there are no such authorized dealers. Really difficult to get OEM parts for them unless you import them. Because in India they don't sell you off the shelf parts. Alright, it's 5:30. I guess it's a good time to end the stream here. It has been 2 hours. If you want more of such streams, let us know, and we will do more of them, and we are working on the car. So happy to see a lot of new viewers on the channel. Thank you so much, Rohit Rahul. What is the solution for suspension? I want stiffer and lower, but 4 people also can sit in it. Get coilovers if you want 4 people sitting comfortably. Get coilovers. Don't. As I saw in your story, how do you plan to preserve your Polo? By driving it less and maintaining it more. So no video today. Unfortunately, this is the only video you get today, because we will get the engine probably day after, and then we will work on it. And throughout the week, we will build the engine up, and at the end of the week, on Sunday, we will upload the video. Why don't you drive any manual cars? I do drive a manual car. My dad's Creta. We just don't have many manual cars. When is the next video coming, bhaiya? Sunday. Bro, I want to learn tuning. Please help me. Start off by gathering as much information as you can from the internet, from YouTube videos, and then we can go ahead. Yes, we need more of these lives. Okay, we will bring more of these lives then. But I think this is a good place to end the video. What is your new opinion on the 1.5 turbo from Volkswagen Skoda? That's a great engine, 1.5 TSI. Been driving it today. Great car, great engine. So yeah, let's end the stream here. We will talk again in our next live stream, probably when we'll be rebuilding the engine this week. I will put up a story or like put up a post on YouTube or put up a story on Project 4771. If you want constant updates, follow this. If you want constant updates about the lives and everything, once we will be on live, I'll put up a story here when we are working on the engine, because you guys want that. Thanks, bro. Great fun. Thank you so much for being here. I'm talking about the M-Sport steering wheel update for 2020, which I got Alibaba for 20. The airbags are safe, man. Don't worry about them. They are safe. Love you too, guys. Love you, bro. Love you too. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you for the live stream. Thank you for joining, man. What do you mean? Thank you for joining. All right. Let's end it here. And I'll see you guys very soon, probably this week in a live stream. So, see you guys then again, huh? Next video, Sunday. All right. Alright, guys, thank you so much for being here. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your Sunday. Have fun. Bye bye.